it's Ken and Jeff, the coffee firm. We are at Lansing Common Open Tryouts on, what is this, the 27th? 27th. So, hey, there's about 50 dudes here trying out. There's some guys that are already signed, but I mean that's legit 40 dudes that are here.
Ken was already cut. He tried.
They already let me go. They said, "Don't worry, you ain't playing," which is probably a good deal. But a lot of good skills out there, a lot of speed. So it's going to be interesting to see. Jeff, what have you seen that stood out to you so far?
Just the amount of people out here. I mean, you think a tryout like 20 people? No, we got like 40. They're doing 11 on 11. They're swapping teams out. I've seen some good speed here.
Yep, seen some good speed, some good teamwork already. And we even got people in the stands watching tryouts, so that's pretty cool to see. Hey, joining us off to the right is Steve Beckman. Steve, hey, come on in here for a sec.
What's up, guys?
So, hey, this is Midwest Premier League President Steve Beckman. Steve, so besides doing your presidential duties with the league, what is it that you do for the club?
Well, I'm the board secretary, so I keep impeccable notes at all of our meetings.
Yeah, sure.
I also am the game day operations manager, so I coordinate everything we do here on home game days. So food trucks showing up, concession stand being stocked, people that are there to work it, working through the ticket booth, working with our ticketing partners, getting everything squared away with our sponsors, everything set up in the stadium. And the people that help us out are our big intern group that we get just about every year, because they're always looking for experience and we're looking to give it to them. So this year I think we've got about a dozen interns signed already in various concentrations. We've got people that'll be helping us with ops. We got sports management majors that'll be hopefully helping us out with some of the behind the scenes stuff that Eric may not necessarily want to do every day.
Sure.
And then we've got our broadcasters, we've got our marketers, we've got our social media people, we've got all points in between. So I lead up the effort doing all those interviews and bringing those guys in.
I mean, that's the type of stuff though, Jeff, Steve, that when you've got stuff that's run well off the field, it just makes like a more professional product. And I think that's what Midwest Premier League is trying to achieve, is have a good product on the field, but an even better product for game day delivery.
Yeah, I mean, we call ourselves semi-professional. We're not paying people to be professional, but we try to be at least semi-professional in everything we do.
Well, nobody pays Jeff and I either for the coffee firm, and that's probably rightfully so.
Just in clicks, just in clicks.
Yeah, just in clicks, right? So, Steve, what do we have coming up this Saturday?
Next Sunday will be the community kickoff event where we're going to have an 11-on-11 scrimmage between our players. Then we'll open the field up for some competitions between fans and players and kids and whoever wants to come out.
There we go.
Ahead of that whole event, we're going to have a very large youth clinic for Lansing School District students.
Nice.
That our players and coaches are going to help operate. And then hopefully we get them to stick around and play around on the field with the players afterward.
And then the following Saturday, or is it Sunday?
Sunday,
we take on Wheaties.
Yeah, that'll be May 11th on that Saturday. So Sunday is the kickoff, and then a week later on that Saturday is our first friendly against Livonia City, our LCFC Derby, if you will.
Yep.
And then in between, coming up this Wednesday, is Common Cause Release Day at Ozone.
That's right.
So we're going to be there. We're going to release another goalkeeper jersey. I mean, obviously we do pretty well with those, so we'll have another one of them coming up on deck this week.
So it sounds good. Hey, we got a lot of things planned for this season. Steve's going to be busy. You'll see him walking past the stands every now and then. He'll get an earful from us to come out and root on the Robins and have a good time. Hey, it's Ken and Jeff with the coffee firm. Just got done with the tryout. Hey, we got a new signing. Melvin.
Yeah.
So Melvin is from Burkina Faso, right?
Yes, I am.
And he
Yes, I am.
plays left back. So what did you think of the tryouts today?
I think it was very competitive. This is my second year coming to the tryouts. And this year I came with one of my friends actually who made it to the first tryout, but
really?
wasn't able to make it to the second one, unfortunately. Shout out Gordy.
Shout out Gordy, all right.
But yeah, I think it was very competitive, definitely. I met a lot of good people here that are going to come back for the training sessions. And I'm excited to see where this goes.
When you were talking to the coaches, Coach Sorg and Coach Derby, did they tell you a little bit about the quality of play within the Midwest Premier League?
No, we didn't really talk about it, but I mean, I've been looking on social media, and I know a lot of people. I've trained with some of the people who play there, and to be honest, I can tell that it's a very competitive environment. Just because when I train with them, I see how talented they are, and like back during the spring break, I was here and training with some of the players that play in the Midwest Premier League, and I could just tell that they were very competitive, dedicated, and disciplined, and that just gave me an insight on how most of the players that play that division are.
Now, Melvin, what would you say your strong point as far as when we're watching you over in the supporters group? What would you say we should watch out for you? What's some of your strong points?
Okay, obviously strength.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
We got strength. We got speed on the physical side. Also, tactically, I would say I have a high game IQ. I don't want to be boastful.
Oh no, boastful.
Oh yeah, we want
away.
boastful. That's what we want, buddy.
We want to strike fear in anyone that's watching this.
Exactly.
Also, I would say, although as a left back, I don't really get many shooting opportunities, I do believe my left foot is very strong. And I would say that's like my main skill set is my left foot. Although I don't want to reveal it out there.
Yeah, don't worry about that. His left foot's horrible. He's not going to play it. So, Jeff, do you have a question for Melvin?
So we are the coffee firm. So we talk two things. We talk soccer. We talk coffee. So how we end every interview is, how do you take your coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
Ooh,
No,
we'll work on that. We'll work on it.
We'll work on it for you. We'll work on it for you. So, hey, first game is our family fun fest, right?
Community kickoff is the 5th, and then the first game, I-96 Derby versus LCFC versus LCFC.
Right here at Eastern Stadium. So we won the Derby last year.
We're going to win it again.
We're going to win it this year. So anyway, Melvin, congratulations. Thanks for being on the team. Thanks
Thank you
for your
very
time.
much. Thank you.
Sounds good. Hey, it's Ken and Jeff with the Coffee Firm. We're here with assistant coach Todd Derby. Just got done with the open tryout. Todd, what do you think?
So we've had 3 tryouts. We had one in the wintertime, we had one 2 weeks ago, and they had one today. Today was our best talent level. So we were happy to see a higher talent level. We did offer another spot to a player, so we're getting close. We're not final with our roster, so we got about another 12 kids we're going to bring back. So we've cut a lot of guys out today. So we're going to bring these guys back, train with our college kids, because they should all be back here next week or so.
Okay, so with the tryout today, do you have a specific position in mind? Hey, we really need to get a central mid. Hey, we really need to get
Goal scorers.
Goal scorers. I all want goal scorers, right? So did you find any of those out there today?
We got a couple guys that we like today that I say every team says they need a goal scorer, so that's why I said that.
Sure.
But really, what we're looking for today is, A, can you play soccer? Can you hold on a possession? Can you build a possession? Can you work off the ball? If you can do those things, we can sort through the tactics of what we're looking for down the road.
So long season. We're carrying a reserve squad this year, right?
Yes.
How many guys do you think you're carrying on the reserve side?
Well, so we're going to carry one roster of approximately 40 guys, and the reserve guys are going to train with the main team, and we're going to treat them all as one team, and then we're going to...
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
And then I think our reserve squad is going to be a little bit younger. Some of our more talented high school kids that are good, but maybe physically they're not ready for the pace for this, but they'll get some games and they can wear the brand, and we can kind of brand them with Lansing Common, kind of build a future for us.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I mean, I like the idea of not having 2 separate teams, just saying, okay, we got 40 guys that are practicing, and these are going to be the 18 that you carry during a...
So we think of it as like 3 groups. There's a certain group that's going to be all main team. There's going to be another group that will be probably only reserve. Then the middle group will be the guys that have a chance to play both. So, like for example, what do we do with our second string or the number 2 goalkeeper? Does he come off the bench for the main games, or does he start for a reserve team so he can get playing minutes so in case we need him? Those are the type of challenges that we're going to have to sort through.
Very cool. So, Jeff, did you have a question for Coach Derby?
You know I do. So we are the coffee firm.
Yep.
You know you listen to us.
Yep.
We like soccer. We like coffee. So how we end every interview is, how do you take your coffee?
That's really interesting because I've only had coffee one time in my life.
It was great, wasn't it?
It was when I was a young man, ice fishing with my dad, and I thought it was hot chocolate.
There you go.
And I went to hit it, and I spit it out, and I've never drank coffee after that.
Well, you just had bad stuff.
Yeah, that's right. You just haven't had any of our stuff yet, Todd. So.
But I'm a tea guy. I like tea. I drink a lot of tea. So hopefully Coffee Firm isn't offended by that.
Well, we're not the tea firm.
We're not the tea firm. Anyway, hey, Lansing Common season starting shortly. We've got community kickoff is this Sunday. We've got first game against Livonia City.
Yep.
LCFC Derby is Saturday?
May 11th.
May 11th, whatever that is. So get down there Eastern. Let's see the new boys that are playing. Let's get at it. And Todd, thanks for your time.
Oh, you're welcome, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Ken and Jeff with the Coffee Firm. We're here with Coach Sorg again. Coach, big tryout today. What do you think?
Yeah, things. The talent was definitely better than it was in our first outing, for whatever reason, I think guys showed up hungry, and there's a couple of guys certainly that were back in for the second tryout. And look, it was good. We had some of our guys that have already committed that are in. We also offered a player today as well. So
Yeah, who was that you offered a position to?
Melvin Toey.
And he is from, I think he said he's from Burkina Faso?
Yep.
I think so, yes,
Okay.
that's correct. Yep.
Okay, what position are you planning on him playing?
He played as a left back for us, and I think he's going to be anywhere in the back line. I think he's that type of player, but he showed well as a left back.
Okay, when we were talking to Coach Derby, he said you guys we're also going to carry a reserve side, but everybody's going to be practicing, training as one squad. Tell us a little bit about the strategy behind that.
Yeah, so look, when I talked with Eric and he had a chance to talk with the board, it was important for us to give guys game minutes and opportunities. And if you looked at us last year, we were like 38 guys, and some of those guys were in and committed and trained and never saw any match minutes. So we thought, well, we can solve that problem by creating a reserve squad within the group, and that's exactly what we've done. So I think it's also going to help us because we're going to have some younger guys in that mix, guys who are going to be like they're seniors, or they're going to be they're seniors currently. We're going to even have a couple players who are going to be seniors in high school in that group because they're good enough, and guys that may be freshmen in college that aren't going to crack into the first team, but they're going to get minutes in these reserve games. So it's something that I think it's going to help us grow the club in terms of giving kids an opportunity to play.
That's got to help at the end of the season too with tired legs.
Absolutely, it'll give us an opportunity too to evaluate those kids to say, all right, you start, maybe you're a reserve player in year one. Maybe year two, you crack in and you become a rotational guy so right. That's how players develop, and I think it's going to be good and healthy for us.
That's kind of cool too, to see players that, last year if they didn't get any minutes, okay, they're back again, and then they're, like you just said, okay, now you're on the reserves, or hey, we've got some injuries, or it's the summer, people got vacations and stuff. Now you can bring them up, and hey, next man up. If it's time to play, they got to play.
Exactly.
So, Jeff, do you have a question for Coach Sorg?
Yeah, it's year 3. We've asked you this 3 times at least. So, Coach, how do you take your coffee?
Black with a little bit of cream.
There we go.
Yes.
Black, a little bit of cream. So we've got next Sunday, Jeff.
Community kickoff
Next Saturday
against Wheaties.
LCFC Derby. Coach, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
And don't sleep on the Robins.
Don't sleep on the
Don't
Robins.
sleep on the
Let's go.
Robins. Sounds good.
Thanks.